Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? All right, Saints coming off a loss. We're at 3-3. They welcome in the Jacksonville Jaguars Thursday night football. The Jags are 4-2 after their trip to London, successful trip to London, where they beat the Falcons and Bills 2 weeks overseas. They come home to take on the Indianapolis Colts in Jacksonville, and they blew the doors off the Colts 37-20. Now, quick turnaround for both the Saints and the Jags. Saints at 3-3, Jacksonville at 4-2, but there's a problem for Jacksonville because Trevor Lawrence suffered a knee injury in the game against Indianapolis on Sunday. Doug Pederson on Monday, meeting with the media, gave an update to his starting quarterback.
Is there a sense that he may not play Thursday?
He's day-to-day.
So not going into anything more than to say Trevor Lawrence is day-to-day. For whatever it's worth, the backup in Jacksonville is C.J. Beathard. Remember C.J. Beathard, the former Iowa quarterback who has 9 passing yards on the season in his career. C.J. Beathard has played in 27 games. He's thrown for 3,500 career yards. He spent 3 seasons in San Francisco. He spent this is his 3rd season now in Jacksonville. So Trevor Lawrence day-to-day, if he's not able to go Thursday with the quick turnaround in New Orleans, it would be C.J. Beathard for Jacksonville. Peterson was also asked, and he was not very wordy. He was not willing to disclose much about a starting quarterback, but asked about Lawrence potentially splitting reps at practice this week.
You know, if Trevor's sore, I mean, we've done this before. We did it last year, you know, where CJ took like the Wednesday reps and then Trevor took the rest of the week, you know, and played in the game. So it's possible that happens.
And remember, because the teams are actually off on Monday, the injury report, so they do issue an injury report, but it's an estimated report considering there wasn't practice. So it's basically say, if we had practiced, here's how everything would be designated. I'll run through that in just a quick second, but here was one more from Peterson on the challenges of a short week with the quick turnaround.
It is what it is. You understand that you're going to go through it. You get your team in here today. You got to practice today. You got to practice tomorrow, and then you're on a plane heading to New Orleans. So, you know, guys are going to be sore. Guys are going to be dealing with things. You know, we don't have the full complement of a week for guys to feel somewhat normal. You know, the challenge, the game plan is the game plan. I mean, it's just based on, you know, what you see on film and trying to get something together, you know, for the game and go play.
So, again, it's one. Listen, I'm telling you right now, it's Monday. I'm picking the Saints to win this game on Thursday, regardless of what the situation is with Trevor Lawrence. It is just very hard. You heard Doug Pederson say it. Doug Pederson was a quarterback in this league. It is hard to turn around quickly in the NFL. You play on Sunday, you get an off day Monday, you practice on Tuesday, Wednesday, you fly to New Orleans, Thursday, you play. That's just not how it's supposed to be in the NFL. You're supposed to have time to recover, to get your rehab, to get your treatment, to install a game plan, to have your walkthrough, to have your full practice, and it's just all sped up. It's just go play is essentially what Thursday is. So when you add in the additional element of having to travel after 2 weeks in London, come home to Jacksonville, your quarterback gets hurt, now, you know, 3 days later, you're in New Orleans playing a game, it's really tough to overcome. So here is the estimated injury report. It's long for the Saints, and there were 6 players that would have been listed as did not practice. Juwan Johnson, J.T. Gray, Landon Young, the usual suspects. Ryan Ramchik's out with a concussion, and that's super disappointing because it's hard to imagine Ramczyk turning around that quickly with the concussion. And if you saw on Sunday, what the Saints elected to do was they put in Nick Saldiveri at guard, and they moved Cesar Ruiz to right tackle. So you're talking about a guy that by trade is a center, but because you had Eric McCoy there when you drafted him, he's been playing guard, and now you're moving him to tackle. He is statistically your worst lineman among your regular starters. And now he's trying to play right tackle in place of Ryan Ramczyk. Demario Davis listed with a knee injury. We'll see if that's serious. That might just be a short week thing. Give him time off. Those that were limited: Lonnie Johnson, Cameron Jordan with the back injury, although we saw Cam play. Tyrann Mathieu with the foot injury, Chris Olave with the toe, Andrews Pete with the groin, which kept him out on Sunday. Jamal Williams limited with the hamstring. Derek Carr with the shoulder, and also now a chest injury designation. And then Jake Haener, by the way, can return from suspension this week. So it's unlikely he's active, but if you ever were curious if the Saints would use the emergency third quarterback, Haener, in theory, if he's on the 53, could be your emergency third quarterback. The injury report for Jacksonville, decidedly less lengthy. Cornerback, 5 listed as DNPs: Tyson Campbell, Zay Jones, Trevor Lawrence, Walker Little, Brandon Scherf. So those 5. Then defensive tackle Devon Hamilton with a back injury. They have him listed as a full participant. So Jacksonville, significantly healthier than New Orleans is at this point in the week. But the big one, obviously, is Trevor Lawrence. And if Trevor Lawrence isn't able to go, it changes the dynamic completely of this game. So we'll keep you posted. It's basically it's an off day today. It's a practice day on Tuesday for the Saints. You'll practice at home on Wednesday with your walkthrough, and you'll play on Thursday. For Jacksonville, off today. You practice Tuesday. You travel on Wednesday. You play on Thursday. So quick week, quick turnaround for Thursday Night Football. See if the Saints can climb back above 500 with a win on Thursday. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.